Hello and welcome to CQRA Podcasts to all our viewers and to our listeners. This is where we have deep conversations with industry leaders. We mine into their, extensive experiences in the construction industry and understand their best practices and also how they deal with quality in construction. This is your host, architect Shruti Hussain, and we have a very esteemed guest with us today, Mr. Shijil Meledath. He is the Chief Operating Officer of CCI Projects in Mumbai. Welcome to CQRA Podcast, Mr. Meledath.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you.
It's wonderful to actually having this, conversation with you. We were really looking forward to it at CQRA. So it's great that, we can have this chat on a host of topics, and I cannot really wait to start. I have this very impressive resume of yours, and, I'd really love to tell our viewers, about your extensive experience. You have held leadership positions before CCI in a host of, organizations. You've been the vice president with Bombay Realty Mumbai, where you spearheaded construction and development of high-rise towers. You've also been the associate vice president, Lokhandwala Infrastructure Private Limited, where you managed India's tallest residential tower, that is Minerva. So that must have been a really interesting experience working on that. And apart from this, this is also really interesting. You've been on the core construction management team of the Burj Khalifa, which is the world's tallest building, at least till now. So all this rich national and international experience of working on high rises. And with the current scenario, especially in Bombay, where you're based, where redevelopment is happening and high rise is what we're seeing happening right now. What are the construction management challenges that comes with high rise, and how should project teams equip themselves to handle this kind of challenge in these times now?
Yeah, thank you so much, Shruti, for the warm introduction. Uh, it actually feels good. uh, so, yeah, I was one of the lucky ones who got the experience in the world's tallest tower, Burj Khalifa, and also India's tallest tower, Minerva Tower. So I'm grateful to God and my parents that I got this exposure. Uh, from the beginning, like I was a very passionate civil engineer. My sisters, they were electronics engineers. My brother is an automobile engineer, and there was a lot of pressure from the family to change my branch of engineering because my sisters changed to IT. They settled in US, accepted American citizenship, but somehow I was not keen. I wanted to continue in civil engineering, and for that matter, I started studying separately. I started increasing my knowledge in civil engineering, and I wanted to be a specialist in high-rise construction, and that's the reason. Like when I got opportunities elsewhere with higher pay packages, I refused to take that, and I stuck on to the real estate high-rise buildings domain. I wanted to be one of the very best in the world. And now coming to the specific question of yours, the construction management challenges in high-rise buildings. I would say there would be uh, multiple multiple challenges which would be involved in building a super high-rise building. But for me, I've thought that work should be simple. The way we work should be simple. Simplicity should be coming in. When people say कि मेरे पास बहुत काम है, बहुत काम है, बहुत काम है, I actually would go the other way around, and I would say कि no, we should be saying कि I am free, I am free, I am free. Then only the mind becomes free, and then we start thinking about how we can improving things. As far as the construction management challenges are concerned in a high-rise building, I would say because we are going vertically taller, the fear of the workers working at that height is the most difficult one. So I would rate safety as the biggest construction management challenge, and obviously the logistics of movement of these manpower, the movement of machineries, the materials being the other big challenge. And always, like, be it high rises or low rises, the stakeholder expectations is gonna be a challenge always. Stakeholder expectations of having the project completed before time, having good quality work, much more than what they have expected for, are the bigger challenges, I would say.
Those are important points that you get in, especially about safety, and that would be something that project managers really have to work on and make it probably the mainstay of their construction plan, the construction safety, in fact. And beyond this, I want to ask you that you have been a master planner, a strategist in the construction world, and your area of expertise cuts across various domains of construction engineering industry. And we can see that since you were so interested in this entire field of civil engineering. And just to name a few of these areas of expertise, it's contracts and procurement management, value engineering, cost optimization, cost and budget management, resources and logistics organization, and many such more. So I want to ask you, as a construction and project management professional, what have you learned and sort of unlearned in your journey so far in order to develop this formidable expertise that you have?
Learning is a process, and I started around 30 years back, and I'm still learning. Like, I recently got enrolled into IIM Calcutta Digital Business Leadership Program along with my colleague, the planning head. We wanted to get the digital transformation in the company. So right throughout my
Okay.
career, like, I've been associated, like, initially I was associated with Gujarat Ambuja Cements. They taught us about mixed designs, formwork designs, and uh, many things. Like, whichever company I used to go, like, I used to try to pick up like how differently they are trying to do the projects. For example, in Burj Khalifa, the best thing which I learned over there was the simplicity uh, uh, they achieved through their logistics planning. World's tallest tower building, 165 stories, and could comfortably do one floor in 3 days. So here in Mumbai, in India, if a developer does a floor in, let's say, 7 days, 8 days, so it's considered fast.
Okay.
Otherwise, usual speed is 10 days, 12 days. And there in Dubai with Samsung, 3 days comfortably. So the learnings over there was logistics, planning,
Okay.
and execution, and having the flexibility to understand how people are working, how people are using those logistics which has been planned, and being flexible and improvising on those things. So those were the learnings over there. And then in Bahrain, the finishing part, I was associated with a lot of international consultants from US, Europe, Lebanon, and all. So there were a lot of learnings, and that's a process still going on. Uh, as far as unlearning is concerned, yeah, you learn many things and then you implement, and as you grow in your experience and in your age, then we realize few things uh, maybe we thought was the right ones, but today maybe it is not. Like, so I would say, initially when I started, the project management style was different. Like, it was kind of uniform. a standard project management style, looking at situations and people only with one lens and trying to handle things only in one style. Today, I feel no, that was incorrect. At that time, I thought that's the only right way. I used to follow it, and today I would say I've got different ways of handling different kinds of people. Some with aggression, some passively, some a mix of that. So that's something I would say I'm unlearned, and I would be in future as well. Maybe something else might come up as well, and I would say like initially uh, the stakeholder owner always used to expect to reduce costs and all. So I would say we were just blindly thinking about reducing cost, and value engineering concept was actually in the opposite sense. We were reducing the value and reducing the cost.
Okay.
So that is an unlearning. I would say today, with respect to the market requirements, customers' expectations. So there are few things which we end up increasing the budgeted cost to ensure that we are providing what the customer is expecting, and increasing the cost over there. But at the same time, like with our experience and actually to the sense of value engineering, uh, reducing the cost. So I would say that is also one unlearning at this stage. There would be multiple, but I think we should stop over here.
That was really a good, list of learnings. And in fact, we have a lot of civil engineering students who watch the podcast. So this is going to be really helpful for them to understand from an industry stalwart, the progression of experiences in this particular field. So that was really enlightening. And, you have also helmed the planning and execution of diverse projects, from luxury villas to residential, commercial, mixed use development. And at CCI Projects right now, you are currently heading their flagship project, which is Rivali Park 2. And it's spread across, I believe, 3.5 million square feet. And it's one of suburban Mumbai's largest and premium developments, which is integrated residential and commercial. And I think, see some of those visuals behind you right now. It looks quite great. So, the construction can be anything. It could be across the spectrum, any kind of building typology. Quality is something that is, you know, the thing that decides in terms of stakeholders, customers, and even the brand value of the company. Quality is something that will always stay. And how do you ensure that quality is the mainstay of your project, that it is something that really underlines everything that you're doing?
So here, as far as quality is concerned, because it's a very competitive business space right now, real estate market, there are multiple developers in the market selling projects at a very competitive pricing. So many customers are looking out at the pricing and they are investing their money. But there are many customers who are actually willing to pay that price for the quality they desire. People are aware that it's not an investment deal, it's their home. They want to stay here, they want to spend their old age here, they want their kids to grow here and in a very safe way. So people are ready to spend for the quality which they are gonna get. So quality is a very specific one requirement, I would say. And even though we have the experience to build in a good quality way, we are dependent on our team. Everyone has got their own problems. So the consistency might get missed out in the overall scheme of things. That's why we decided that we will get a third party quality partner for our project. And we were reviewing profiles of multiple quality agencies. And then we narrowed down to CQRA. CQRA for us is the number one quality auditors at present in India and Mumbai and Pune. So I would say there is no competition. It's only CQRA as far as I am concerned. So here, I know Mr. Ujwal, who is the owner of the company. I've been associated with CQRA since the Lokhandwala Minerva, the world's tallest tower project. They were the quality auditors for us in that project as well. That's the reason we got them over here. They came here, they set up the quality policies. We had our own quality policy. They fine tuned it. They trained our supervisors and engineers, both ours and our contractors, and they involved themselves into the execution part. They started training our workers, and then wherever there is a, in our construction industry, there is a habit of the client team, the project management team, to come and shout at workers. Something goes wrong. I, तूने ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया? ऐसा क्यों किया? अपना मन मानी कर रहा है. All those kinds of
Right.
abusive language people used to use. So here we work in a different way. We respect our workers, and through CQRA, we can actually help the workers understand how the work needs to be done. And the workers are so happy to learn. CQRA team has initially given trainings to the supervisors of the project management team and the contractors. But during execution, whenever the work goes wrong, CQRA team comes and gives a training to the workers, and that's where the difference is. For us, the workers are happy to learn. Nobody, कोई भी इंसान खुद होके गलत काम नहीं करना पसंद करता है. No one. It is only because of lack of awareness. They don't know. They don't know how to do that work correctly. So CQRA is the right partner for us, and they are fulfilling all our requirements. We are very, very happy. We started with them in Tower 1, continued Tower 2, continued Tower 3, continued for the non-tower areas, and now our fourth tower. Next week we are launching Skyleap, our fourth tower, the most prestigious building in our profile, and I would say it is one of the most premium, most iconic buildings in Mumbai. One of the most iconic buildings in which I'll be working as well. Like so, Burj Khalifa is there, Minerva Tower is there, and then I would say Skylip is the one, third one. So that's about quality, and we are very very happy that CQRA has got a quality rating app in which the system generates the quality ratings. There is no manual human involvement in that. The system understands what's going right, what's going wrong. Based on that, gives us a rating, and we are very glad that consistently we are in the very good category. We are striving for excellent, which I understand from CQRA is only one company in Pune has got an excellent rating and zero companies in Mumbai. So we are consistently in the very good rating, and we are very happy. And but we are not satisfied. We want to be in the excellent rating.
That's wonderful, to hear from you. That was a great testimonial from your end about, what CQRA means to the business and to the quality aspect of it. And I am particularly, focusing on that one thing that you said about how to get, workers to respect the labor force on the site. and they are not somebody who bears the brunt of any mistake or anything that goes wrong, but they are supposed to be taken on that journey. So that was something that is really important, that kind of empathy also in construction, along with making sure all the other aspects are taken care of, like safety or quality or other management issues, logistics, etc. So, keeping that in mind, managing people is part of any business. And apart from technical skills, you've also been an expert in stakeholder and transition management, and risk and conflict management, team building, human resource management. All these also have been your kind of strong areas of expertise. So, are managing human resource and stakeholders more critical in the construction industry over other industries? And what have you kind of seen over the years in your experience? What do you think about this?
I have worked only in real estate industry, so to be honest, I cannot give a comparison of what's happening in other industries vis-a-vis, let's say, real estate industry. But
Okay.
definitely because I read a lot, I read a lot of newspapers, I read a lot of articles. So I think I can comment on that as well. But there is a disclaimer. I might be wrong. I feel real estate industry, the people who are working in real estate industry um, is different. It is a bit more challenging than other industries. Here in real estate industry, we have got two kinds of human resources. One is actually the backend team who sits in the office. There is a design team, there is a legal team, there is a finance team, there is a regulatory team, there is a planning team, there is an admin team, contracts team, procurement team. So they are a backend team supporting the engine. If the human resource is a train, the engine is the construction team working on site, and all these teams are the bogies supporting the engine to move faster and in a safer way. So the second part of human resources in a real estate firm is the actual core construction team. So they, for them, like the first part of the team, I would say, would be more or less similar to the other industries. But the second part of the team, the construction team, the on-site team, I would say is definitely different than the other industries. It is very, very difficult for them because it's not only the mental stress with which a person has to work, they are actually challenged physically as well. There are
Okay.
seasons, windy seasons, rainy seasons, wherein like it becomes really difficult. Like no matter you have all your rain coverings, but still the water will find its own way, and you are wet, your socks is wet, and still you have to continue working. There are few times wherein like you don't have the luxury of going out and changing your clothes. You need to keep on continuing concreting going on. We cannot have a cold joint done. So they have to keep on continuing. Concreting goes late in the night. Uh, they have to get it completed because the customers also, the neighbors also gets troubled with that. So they are under that pressure of completing that. They have the concern of the people working over there. It has to be safe for them. So I would say physical and mental together becomes a big challenge in the real estate one. So managing wise, I would say key managing human resources is uh, uh, again, as I said, like we target simplicity. So we always think how we can make our relationships simple with our team members. And what we feel is we have to get honesty in the relationship. Like people people talk about like there are a lot of jargons I read in, on LinkedIn as well. Praise in public, curse in private. So as far as I am concerned, like I have got a different thought. I would say praise in public and curse in public as well. So there is nothing in private. So why do we do that? Like, why do people say? Because somewhere the ego gets hurt when I'm being told that I'm doing this incorrectly. My in front of others, my ego gets hurt. So I feel like we should be actually trying to reduce our ego as well. So when we when we listen to our flaws in front of others, then probably we can control our ego also a bit, and we see to it that in a very jovial way, without any disrespect to others. Sometimes yes, we ensure that there is a message passed on in a very stern way, depending upon what kind of responsibility comes up karke. So and fear is also a tool like which helps if you get uh, feedback in public. Next time, the human mind, the subconscious mind, is more alert in doing things the right way, just to get these things avoided. So I would say ki, uh, it's working over here. We believe we are one family, and in our family, we don't take our family member to the bedroom and we give them the feedback. We give in the living room in front of all the family members.
Yeah,
So
no diplomacy.
there's no diplomacy. So
Yes.
why do we consider our team members differently? And I would say we have got almost 0% attrition. Nobody leaves us. Nobody leaves
Oh,
us.
wow.
We are
Okay.
take good care of our people, but at the same time, we give them the right feedback. We don't polish and try to build their egos. We try to kill their egos, and they are also happy in that way. And we are getting results. We are able to actually reduce the communication gaps. We are actually able to focus on the expectations, stakeholder expectations, with the right HR managing, I would say.
It was lovely, listening to how you and the company, take care of a whole host of different employees and the ethos of honesty, in fact, and killing the ego. That was really interesting to note. And now with, an overhaul of technology that is there in our workspaces, and the construction industry is no different, I want to especially touch upon that point. And you also mentioned that you're doing an advanced program in digital business leadership from IIM Kolkata, and you're also leading the digital transformation at CCI. So, can you tell us more about what this digital transformation is? Is it to do with Internet of Things, new software, and probably, for efficient management or logistics or any other, kind of verticals that you're trying to get technology into. So, can you just tell us more about that?
Yeah. So here, like now, today, everybody talks about AI, artificial intelligence. We have got a chat GPT and we have got Gemini, which we open and we put up our questions and we get those answers. And today morning, I was reading on LinkedIn, and there was a very famous gastro surgeon from the south. He he had put up a very good terminology that artificial intelligence to be backed up with manual intelligence to actually get the right product which we desire. We cannot just be on artificial intelligence. No, I'm sorry. He had used the word natural intelligence. So God has blessed us with natural intelligence, and today we somehow are trying to forget the natural intelligence part, and we are getting only into the artificial intelligence domain. So here, because of late we were listening about AI everywhere, and we also thought we should be exploring the strengths of AI. We should not be trying to mm, accept in toto whatever is coming our way. We should be. I'm glad that Doctor mentioned about the natural intelligence. That terminology I just learned this morning. Obviously, I was aware of that, but that terminology being used by somebody, and once we read it, uh, that can be used quite often. So I would say, like, we are an old company. We belong to the Khatao Group. That's 150-year-old company in various businesses, textile mills being the most prominent one. And then we had a cable factory here in the suburbs of Mumbai, Borivali to be specific,
Right. Okay.
around 35 acres of land wherein a cable factory used to be there. We were the market leaders in India. All the major infrastructure, private and public projects were energized by CCI, and the management decided to move the factory from here to Nashik, and we started development at this plot of Borivali. We call it Rivali Park. We're close to National Park, so that's how the name came in. Rivali, Borivali's Rivali, and National Parks Park, Rivali Park. And the first phase, I would say, like, we had given it to a project management company to run, and the management was not actually involved into it. And in the second phase, the management realized no matter what you spend, if you give it to somebody to run, they would run it their way. They they won't actually run it the way we wish to run. And that's how the I would say the management too came in, and I would say we finished our previous phase, and 2.5 years back we started our new phase. We call it Rivali Park 2, and we launched the first tower 2 years back, and we have successfully completed the RCC part, the terrace of a 40-story building, which is very fast. 2 years in Mumbai is very fast, and the second tower and the third tower going at super speed, and the fourth tower also coming up. So here I would say at Rivali Park, we are promoting the name more, even though our parent company CCI Projects, we are promoting the name of the project more, Rivali Park, because it's coming out from the local locality, Borivali and National Park. And here we have got a bunch of consultants, Hafiz Contractor being the architect, structural MEP consultants, WME, Aegis, Dubai, London based. We have got our landscaping and ID consultants from Thailand. All the best consultants we have roped in, and they use digital technology. They use BIM to do their designing. So I would say the digital transformation started a couple of years back when the management, the new management actually started. Rohan Khatao, our director, he took over the reins of the company, and then he started getting in different processes, different people, specialists in different areas, and that's how, like, we decided that we need to get into the digital transformation. BIM in designing, we got CQRA, as I mentioned. They also have got a lovely app in the mobile phone, which is very easy for the site team to follow. And of course, they have got all their I would say mm, uh, uh, what do you call that? Sorry, I'm forgetting the name. The checklist, all the checklists on the mobile app, which can be reviewed on the laptops as well. So there is no form filling, manual form filling available on site. we tied up with Falcon Bricks, the project management app, and we are using the team is using on the mobile phone, and the dashboard reporting comes on the laptop screen for the management to review different stakeholders, understanding the progress of work, uh, uh, everything live. When a supervisor enters the data in the mobile, the updates are changed in the screens of all the stakeholders. We are into complete Google platforms wherein everything is live. What all we change the data, everything gets updated real time. And uh, with this IAM digital business leadership program, we intend to use AI. We intend to we intend to streamline the data collection. We can use AI, artificial intelligence, but for that we need to ensure that data is maintained in the right way. We intend to use predictive analysis wherein the trends can be predicted by reading those data, wherein we can get those signals of quality or safety. We like the things are not going in a right way. Maybe there might be a minor incident in 3 months' time. So all these things are possible. In fact, there is, if you maintain the right data, you can tell with the names of the employees who are going to leave the company through
Right.
machine learning. Through machine learning predictive analysis, you can tell the names of the people who are going to leave the company in the next 6 months' time. So everything is possible in this digital transformation journey. I would say we have just started a couple of years back, and now we have upped the ante, and we intend to take it up to the next level in the next 2 years' time. And we believe for us to be the leaders in the industry, digital transformation is the way to go. We intend to give complete transparency to the customers. They get to see what's happening to their home. All those things, there are many things which we intend to do through this digital transformation journey.
That's wonderful. You gave us a complete lowdown on all the digital transformations that are happening at your company, and it seems everything is happening on the screens. There's a screen culture, apps, and technology is aiding this whole process of managing projects, which is really easing things, I guess, for construction companies, and in fact, touching all aspects of our life. Um, so that's a great thing to, in fact, notice. And beyond this, I was very curious, about one particular aspect in your career profile. Um, Apart from being in the management side, you've also been a contractor, I believe, yourself, and you've excuse me, worked on some projects. So could you kind of tell us whether that uh, gives you a different perspective when you're actually working on the other side with developers? How does that help you address current issues, that may happen with contractors? Because that's a big part of, managing the entire construction project.
Yeah, uh, I would say uh, I was lucky that I got exposure with different stakeholders. I worked with a contractor, I worked with a
Okay.
consultant, I worked with a developer, and I also attempted my own construction contracting business. I worked as a contractor myself as well. So, working with a contractor and being a contractor myself was also a completely different experience. So, I'm glad that I got all those kinds of experiences. So, here I would say the contractor has to actually work, and the consultant has to manage, and the client has to get those results and report. So few of the clients does the project management by themselves, so they have to manage as well. But As far as working is concerned, the contractor has to work. And
Yes.
when a person is working, that fellow is exposed to all the risks, all the constraints. Sometimes some developers might not pay on time, but the contractor has completed the work and the work is ongoing. The people needs to be paid. So there he has to pull out cash from other projects. He has to manage. So the cash flow crisis comes in. Sometimes the salaries get delayed. Sometimes the workers are paid late. Material vendor payments gets delayed. Material supply gets delayed. Workers might not be working. They would be reluctant in their works, doing their works. Oh, I was supposed to be paid on 10th of the month. Today is 15th and I'm not paid. So then the productivity reduces, and then the client project management team member or the PMC, they will come and they will start giving a tough time to the contractors, the supervisor, and that fellow uh, is actually sandwiched between two, and it becomes really difficult for them, and that fellow gets demotivated, and that starts affecting in the quality and safety, and it finally comes back to us and it affects the project. So here, like we have ensured, thanks to my experience also as a contractor myself, I've ensured that here we have only one team. The client and the contractor together is one team. There is there is no one can go to site and start demanding and making statements without understanding the pain. If a work is getting delayed and if the work is not happening as per the desired quality, the supervisor is supposed to actually understand the root cause, why it is not happening, and then come back and resolve at the right level and empathize with those people as well, the contracting people as well, because they are working in a much tougher environment. Believe me, like these small things of understanding the pain points of the contractors, people, and the workers makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. They openly start sharing their problems. If we don't listen to them, they will hide, they will bluff, and we will never know the actual reason, and we will not be able to actually find a solution to that reason. The moment we we are with them together, so then it's a complete different scenario. And believe me, like here on our project, we are told each and everything by the contractor staff, even the management issues. They are very transparent. Even the owners understand that when they share their problems, we find solutions. We find solutions even to that extent of paying them ad hoc. If they have got a cash flow crisis, we pay them ad hoc to ensure that the cash flow is running. We pay the staff salaries also if they are stuck somewhere. So all small things like uh, makes that huge difference, I would say. And I would say I am lucky that I had that background of a contractor wherein I could communicate to the team. And when the demands from the client team are unrealistic, the contractor refuses. And before it gets into an ego war, like I always inform the team that you have to understand why that fellow is resisting, why that fellow is making a statement like this. Just try to think from their shoes and try to do it yourself, what you are actually asking them to do. And then you realize the pain involved in
Right.
that.
Yes.
So I would say like now the team understands. We we had initially lot of issues with our vendors because of our uh, way of working through a consultant initially in the phase
Okay.
one part. Now in the phase two, we are doing it ourselves. So the vendors have started giving statements that you're the fastest in payment in Mumbai, you're the fastest in decision making in Mumbai, you're the easiest people to work with in Mumbai. So I would say the third one is the biggest compliment which we are getting nowadays, and everyone wants to work with us. So all these things is a big takeaway, I would say, of doing those small things, empathy.
Right. Yeah, that's in fact really wonderful to note that you pay attention to these, and your experience probably on the other side has made you understand or more sensitive to what could possibly be going wrong on the contractor's end. Lastly, I want to ask you, with this kind of unprecedented construction activity that is going on in our country, and the kind of urbanization that's that we are looking at, in fact, or living it. What do you think are the new developments that are going to happen, that is going to actually shape the world? And also, what are the skills that new people, engineers, are going to be required to equip themselves to face these challenges, new developments, new things?
I would say we we started like I'm considering Indian and Mumbai context, not the international context. So here we started the real estate construction with a very low-rise building, let's say a seven-story, three-story initially. Then we went to 14, 23 stories. And then we started building 30, 40 stories. And
Right.
today, like we are into 50, 60, 70, 80, 90-story buildings and as well. So I would say here uh, uh, the the expectation of the customers are like they don't want to go out. They are ready to work very hard for 5 days. They're ready to struggle and in the back, cut out, and uh, everything they're ready to do on 5 days. But during the weekends, during those 2 days, they don't want to go out. They want to enjoy, like they want to live in a resort. They want all the facilities which they would get in a resort on the weekends. So
Right.
so we are moving to like integrated mixed use townships, like the Rivali Park too, wherein like everything is close by. We for Rivali Park too, we are bank on the highway, and we have given our land for the Magathane metro station. So that means the metro station is right at our doorstep. Like we get out
Yes.
of our complex and we catch the metro. By car, we straight away get into the Western Express Highway. So it's so fast that we can move around the healthcare hospitals, the education schools, colleges, the retail shopping malls are all close by to Rivoli Park too, and that's what people wants in in the future integrated mixed use developments. This is what they want inside internally the amenities, everything like we have got all kinds of amenities here. We have got the all kinds of courts. The latest ones, the pickleball and the paddle courts. Everything,
Okay.
badminton, tennis, box crickets, volleyballs, and all is common nowadays. But the latest ones also is there, and be it swimming pool or a big banquet hall, spa, salon, everything is there. So people don't want to go out. The integrated township, I would say, is the future similar to Rivoli Park too, wherein they can relax for the weekend, and then again work very hard for the next 5 days. So that's the future, I would say, and building this in a sustainable way. Today, the awareness of the end customers have also increased. The authorities' awareness has also increased. They are not allowing people to work the way they used to work in the past. So, be it conserving water, be it controlling the dust, all those things, uh, and the awareness has increased, and everyone has started working towards that. We have advanced in that because we started early on that part, and finally, I would say digital. The future is digital. Everyone is saying, I would say the present is digital. If we want to be relevant in the present, we have to go digital. The data has to be real time, and that has to be analyzed real time, and the actions taken real time. And that is something which is going to take all of us forward as a community, all of us forward. I would say my I believe in very simple terms, we are not just building projects anymore. We are building the future of how India and Indians will live, work, and grow.
I think you summed it up really well, and it was like a peek into the future. We're already sort of living it. Cities within cities, integrated townships where people have all amenities close by, so you do not have to navigate, large city spaces, distance